Lifetime Digital family. My name is Lindsay, and today we have 30 minutes of flow vinyasa, focusing on chest openers. Because let's face it, we really can't open up our hearts enough. Today I have three of my friends joining us, Josie, Nate, and Jesse. So when you're ready, let's get started. We're going to begin in child's pose. So if you don't know it by name, you just simply come down to your hands and knees and start to work your hips back, stretch your arms out in front of you, and already you can feel this nice elongation in your back body. If you want a little bit more of it, almost pretend like I'm coming over to you, setting my hands on your hips, pressing you down, and then press a little firmer into your fingertips. You'll get a little more space that way. A good place to just connect, to pause, right? Sometimes our movement makes a little more sense when it's grounded in stillness. So together we're going to take a breath in, fill up, try to keep your lips sealed, and exhale, just release it. As you're ready, your right hand's going to reach back for your right foot. Notice that connection, and you'll stand up on your knees. We call it a half camel. There's a little bit of a twist here. Lift your hips up and stretch your left arm behind you. Yeah, entirety of the breath there. And exhale, you'll come down through center. Reground yourself. Yeah, already feeling a little more open. We'll try that on the other side. Left hand reaches back for your left foot. Inhale, a little bigger movement. Yeah, stretch. Don't be afraid to expand through that. Exaggerate it. Exhale down through center. Now follow this internal rhythm of your breathing. Right hand comes back for your right heel. Inhale, open. Expose your whole left lung. Yeah, open up your chest nice and wide. You'll come through center and you'll take just a couple more waves side to side. And notice how the inhale is just organically opening you. It's exposing your heart center. And then just as naturally, exhale is pulling you back down. Nice, beautiful. Another one to the left. Feeling like your sides are more or less even. One more opportunity in child's pose, you'll come back down, ground down, push the whole breath out. Now make your way towards downward facing dog. Firmly plant your palms in your feet. Take that space in your center and lift your hips up. Bring a little more energy into your heels. Press a little bit firmer into your hands. It becomes this full body stretch. Another breath in. Nostril breathing. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, take your gaze forward to prepare. And exhale, travel. Step or hop to between your thumbs. Inhale is a halfway lift. There's your open heart. You pull your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin, chest towards your thighs. Inhale, up you go. You stand up tall. Reach so much that your gaze follows your fingertips. And exhale, you add a side bend over to your right, pressing your hips to the left. Heart stays open. You reach through center, look up. And exhale, melt your energy over to the left. Good. Through center, goal post your arms. Work your elbows back, look way up, fill up. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. There's your hinge. Inhale will lift you up halfway. Look forward, stretch your collarbone wide. Exhale, plant your hands, add a push-up into your practice. You'll come to the tops of your feet. Point your toes. Inhale, lift your heart and gaze. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yeah, one salutation in and already a little bit warmer, a little bit more aware and awake. So we take that energy with us. We do another round of Sun A. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come to the top of your space. Firm in your heels. Inhale lifts you up halfway. There's your long spine, your open chest. Exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, come all the way up. A long body stretch, vertical energy. Exhale, stretch your lungs over to the right. Inhale, long through center. Follow your exhale as you dip over to the left. Through center, goal post your arms. Work a bigger back bend. Yeah, you're ready for it. Exhale, forward fold. Ride your exhale all the way out. Inhale will lift you up halfway. Look up. Exhale, plant your hands. Come to the bottom of your push-up. Nice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Perhaps your hips lift up a bit higher. Exhale settles you back. Downward facing dog. Just linger here for a moment. Let that feel really yummy in your system. Now we're just going to get a little bit warmer now. Keep building this heat. Inhale, right toes go high, three-legged dog. Extend through your tippy toes. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Settle your back heel down with a bend in your front knee. Inhale, we come together up into warrior one. You use the entirety of the inhale to stretch up and even some curvature here. Yeah, notice Nate with the back bend here as he leans into it. Exhale, warrior two. Your right arm goes out in front of you. A little tug of war between the wrists as you peek over your front hand. Clasp your hands behind you. Draw your knuckles down. Inhale, open your chest a bit wider. Yeah, throat opens up too. Complete exhale folds you down into humble warrior. Right shoulder on the inside of your right thigh, crown of your head working towards the ground. Now gently set your back knee on the earth. Inhale, kneeling reverse revolve. A kneeling lunge, you wrap your right arm behind you. Notice how Josie's pulling her left lung towards her right hip. Yeah, and a big back bend here. Exhale, reach your hips behind you with your open heart. It's half splits. Arms like a cape now, chest open. Yeah, you breathe into your front hamstring. Come onto your right foot. We're gonna add a balance now. Inhale, half moon. But for this variation, floating hand will reach back for your floating foot. Now notice as you kick, you're gonna be able to twirl your chest up even higher. Yeah, hold your gaze out. Some of you even up as you kick. Exhale, plant your feet together, a deep bend in both knees, like a squat sensation, Utkatasana, chair pose. Yeah, hold this for another breath in. And then try it. Go a little bit lower. Navigate more energy into your heels. Good. Inhale, burst up. Open up as big as you can. Peek up. Exhale, forward fold. Roll your spine back down. Follow your breathing. Inhale will lift you up halfway. Prepare. Exhale, here's your vinyasa. This is where you move your energy through your push-up, your back bend. Yeah, down dog. Let this feel like a home base here. And settle back in. We'll do all that on the other side. Inhale, as you're ready, your left toes will go high. Point through your toe. Yeah, let the point come from your hip. Exhale, giant step forward. Plant both heels down. There's your stability. Now bend your front knee. Inhale, rise up. Here's your bonus curves. Yeah, don't be afraid to breathe into your bonus curves. Exhale, open your arms wide, warrior two. Yeah, peek over your front hands. Let your hands find each other behind your back. Clasp them. Inhale, draw your knuckles down. Open up the front of yourself. Flood your system with air. Exhale, forward fold down into humble warrior, pulling your hands away from your hips. Back knee finds the ground. Inhale, kneeling lunge and a twist. You're twisting across your front thigh. Right arm soars overhead. Yeah, work the exaggerated twist as you peek over your shoulder. Exhale, pull your hips back. Here's your half splits. Strong arms behind you. Feed your fingertips towards the wall behind you. Roll down. Come forward, land on your left foot. Inhale, half moon. You're gonna stack your hips, stack your lungs and shoulders. Now floating hand to floating foot. Notice how the bigger the kick, the more you're able to open your heart center. Yeah, let's stay with it for one more breath in. Look up. Exhale, come down into plant your feet. Here's your chair pose. Bend deeply into your knees. We stay here for an extra inhale so that our exhale, we can go even lower, grab more sensation in our lower half. Inhale all the way up, open up. Exhale, forward fold, back down you go. Inhale will lift you up halfway, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands. Here's your vinyasa. Feel your way all the way back towards down dog and give it a breath or two. Here's a moment to gather yourself, to gather your energy. Really recommit to your breath practice here. We're gonna play with this all again. Inhale, right toes go high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward, cement your back heel down. Then bend your front knee. Inhale, rise up. A little bigger back bend, perhaps a little deeper lunge. Yeah, you're ready for it. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe your wrists away from each other. Stabilize through the back edge of your left foot. Clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, push your knuckles down. Reach your collarbone up high. Exhale, cascade forward. Right shoulder melts on the inside of your thigh. Yeah, even your head can get lower now. Set your back knee on the ground, twist across yourself, kneeling reverse revolve. Soar your left arm up so high, you could even feel your armpit muscles here. There you go. Exhale, splits practice. Pull your hips back. Surrender over a strong, straight right leg. Shift forward. Here's your big balance. Inhale, half moon. Right hand can absolutely act like a kickstand. Find the bind and give it a kick. Heel away from your hip. Yeah, stretch through your knee. Plant both feet together. Exhale, set up your chair pose. Thighs firing up together, weight in your heels. We stay for this inhale so that we can go even lower on your exhale. Inhale, burst your way up. It should feel like a big old celebration. You take up a ton of space. Exhale, forward fold. Yeah, you got this part now. This part's familiar. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands. There's your push-up. Up dog, a little stronger variation. Exhale, down dog, breathe here. Yeah, it's a full body breathing. Every cell, give it some air. Inhale, left toes go high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward, plant your back heel. Now inhale, rise up. A little pull back of your left hip, a lift of your chest, look up. Exhale, open into warrior two. Yeah, press your wrists away from each other. Clasp your hands behind you. Here's an opportunity to open your chest again, get a little more depth into it. Exhale, round forward, humble warrior. Yeah, go nice and low. There you go. Set your back knee down on the ground. Inhale, kneeling, reverse revolve. Right arm up nice and high. A giant rotation through your center. Exhale, pull your hips back, fold over your left leg. Yeah, work your triceps through that, energy through your fingertips. And come forward, land on your left foot. Inhale, half moon. Now get this initial shape as you stack yourself, and then add the bind, give it a kick. That bind is there to encourage a bigger heart opener. Hold your gaze steady as you breathe. Exhale, come down into your chair pose. Plant your feet, bend your knees. Yeah, that bonus time here to work your lower half. You sink a little bit lower. Inhale, reach up, rise up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale will lift you up halfway. Exhale, Vinyasa. Yeah, my friends will come together in downward facing dog. And we'll come with a breath there, breathing strongly through your nose. Inhale, pull in something fresh, utilize it. And then as it no longer serves you, that's your cue to let it go, right? A good kind of life lesson there. We're gonna take it one more time through just to make sure we get nice and warm. Inhale, right toes go high. Exhale, step forward between your thumbs. Glue your back heel down. With a strong inhalation, you're gonna rise up. Lift and lengthen here. Exhale, settle down even deeper into warrior two. There's where you go wide with your arms. Clasp your hands behind you. Set up your back bend. Open up your throat by lifting your chin. Nice. Exhale, round down, humble your warrior. Hands a little further away from your hips. Gently set your back knee on the ground. Inhale, kneeling, reverse revolve. You stretch across yourself. Exhale, come back, hips over your back heel. Bring your arms behind you as your forehead comes down to your right leg. Come forward, big balance. Yeah, big transition really requires a giant breath. Inhale, open. Bend your floating leg, grab the bind, and twirl your heart way up. Plant your feet together, bend your knees. Exhale into chair pose. Yeah, feet as close together as feels good. Stay for this inhale. And then come down, maybe even a little lower than you really want to. There you go, there's some sensation. Inhale, stretch up, look up, open up. Exhale, forward fold, back down you go. Inhale will lift you up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, come to the bottom of a push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last time on the left, let's go for it. Inhale, left toes come high. Exhale, step between your thumbs. Seal your back heel down. Inhale, deep bend in your front knee. Curve your spine, lift your chest. Exhale, open wide. There's your warrior two. Let your hands find one another behind your back. Open up your chest, your shoulders. Yeah, humble your warrior. Exhale, fold on down. There it is. A good reminder that there's a lot of strength in being humble. Back knee finds the ground. With your left arm behind you, inhale, stretch your right arm high overhead. Good. Now come back into your splits practice. Fold over, work your head down, stretch out the back of your neck. Come forward, trust the weight on your left foot. Make this big. Take up some space. It's a good thing to take up space. Work the bind now. Right hand to your right foot. You give it a kick. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let your feet come together. A deep bend into both knees. We're going to stay here for a couple extra breaths here. Now you're ready for a little bit of a challenge, but it's a short stay, so a doable challenge. Trust your breath through this process. And notice how Josie's weight is in her heels. Her toes are nice and light. Her shoulders coming out of her ears, but she's not forgetting to energize her arms, extending them up nice and high. And just 3 more breaths. Take the challenges of coming even lower here. And 2 more full breaths. By this point, you should be able to hear your breath moving through your nostrils. And stay for your last inhale. Yeah, enjoy this last exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. A releve, come off your heels. Breathe into this extra balance. Exhale, forward fold, ride it all the way down. Inhale will lift you up halfway. Exhale, Vinyasa. Nice breathing, everybody. From downward facing dog, just relish this breath for a moment. Notice these sensations that you've created. You're a little bit warmer now, right? Your breath, your internal breath, that's what did the job. So let's keep firing it up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come through. You're going to take a seat. Come all the way down onto your sits bones. We're coming into a seated balance, bridge, or rather boat pose. So onto your sits bones, you're going to use your strong core to lift your toes up, to lift your arms up nice and high. Yeah, and again, we're going to stay here for a little bit. Notice how as you lift your low belly, you lift your root muscles, you'll feel a little bit more stability in your center body. With every pose we encounter, there's two things that come with it. There's an element of effort and there's an element of ease. Now the effort here is pretty obvious, right? You're focusing on your center, you're using your arms to give you a little more energy. But now let's see where we can add a little bit of softness. Try softening your shoulders out of your ears. I know a lot of times people will grip their toes or their teeth here. Right? Release the excess tension. And we don't need to add that here. Got about 5 more breaths. Here's an opportunity to come up even higher. You have to feel that opening in your chest that you worked hard to create so far. Good, 2 more breaths. Last inhale, lift up as high as possible. Exhale, come down onto your back, reach your arms overhead. There's a full body stretch, but we're still active in our body and our breathing. So as you press your toes in one direction, simultaneously you're gonna extend your arms overhead. That element of opposition is a really good way to feel deeply. Still lengthening up through your midline, still breathing strongly through your nose. As you're ready, your next exhale, you're gonna plant your feet on the ground, more or less hips distance apart. Anchor your heels down, bring your arms by your side. We're gonna do a few rounds of back bends just to keep this heart opening going. Inhale, lift your hips up off the ground. Now work your feet in as close as possible. Because we have about 3 rounds of this, every round we're just trying to get deeper into our body here, deeper into the sensation. Good, lips are still sealed. Feel your chin working towards your chest. Engage your glutes, and for these final few breaths in this first round, try to get your hips up even higher. Create more space in the front of your body. Nice, friends. Good, 1 more inhale. Exhale, settle your hips down. Yeah, just readjust for a moment. We're preparing for round 2. This one a little deeper, whatever that means to you, right? Everyone's variations are gonna be a little bit different. So whatever it means to you, inhale, you'll lift your hips up once again. Some options to try, you could walk your feet in a little bit closer. Sometimes it feels nice to lift off your heels. Feel the sensation in your calves, a chest expansion, or even reaching for your heels. That's the really interesting thing about all these shapes we encounter. Every single one has an opportunity to evolve. So the shapes, there's usually thousands of different variations. And the goal here is just to find something that feels good to you, right? Pursue something that feels nice. Inhale, lift up a bit higher. Exhale, bring your hips back down, readjust. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, biggest variation of your heart opener yet. Big old back bend. Opportunity for full wheel as you see Josie planting her hands here. Good, we're gonna hold this for 10 breaths. Right, but rather than trying to count the breaths, to count the time, feel the energy building. The yogis tell us that the front of our body is really tied to what's to come. You've done so much work on opening your heart. You're ready for what's to come. You still have about 7 more breaths. Feeling that breath move through your body. Let it feel more and more vibrant with every single round. 5 more breaths, deepest ones yet. The hips come up a touch higher. Nice variations, everybody. Good, 1 more breath in. Exhale, bring your hips down to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest. This should feel really good. Just rock a little bit side to side, a spinal massage. It should feel good on your low back as well. Now you're gonna sit with this heat now. Keep your right knee pulled into your torso. Extend your left leg down onto the ground. Yeah, pause here. You don't need to rush, right? Sometimes in our practice, it's better to be the tortoise rather than the hare. Right now, we're sitting with these initial sensations. And as you pull your knee in closer to your torso, feel your thigh against your belly. It's really good for digestion. And then roll out your ankle, wiggle your toes, find some movement in your arch of your foot. And give it another breath in. You pull in a little tighter. Exhale, twist across yourself. Left hand can even guide your knee across your body. As you work your knee in that direction, let your chin land over to the right. That just extends the rotation. And you do it with that open heart, right? You're breathing so big, it almost feels like your collarbone is continuing to widen. And that way for the rest of the day, you get to just kind of lead your day with that big old open heart. But this is where we start to pursue the softening. So if your belly is still engaged, give yourself permission to let that go. Your right arm hangs a little bit heavier. Your breath becomes a little bit more subtle, a little bit more natural. But it's a different breath that we walk around with day to day. A lot of times we take for granted of our breathing. We don't really pay attention to it. And not right now. In this moment, we're still meditating on it. Right? We're just still watching the breath move through us. Take a gentle scan. Notice where else you can soften. Feel that beautiful supportive of both gravity and the earth beneath you. Yeah, encouraging you to go deeper into this twist. Yeah, give about 5 more breaths. If it feels nice to you, you're absolutely able to close your eyes. It's a really good way to go within. 2 more breaths here. Good. Inhale, come through center. Pull your right knee in once again. Feel the connection of thigh and belly meeting. And exhale, you'll extend your right leg long on the ground. And just notice the difference between 2 sides. Nothing to judge or label. We're just observing. Left knee will tuck into your torso. As your hands wrap around your shin or your knee, find that movement on this side. Roll out your ankle, wiggle your toes. As some sensation in your arch. A full breath in, pull it in. Exhale, begin to guide your knee across you. Right hand can absolutely act like a little bit of a weight there, a little bit of an anchor. And chin will eventually start to roll over to the left side. Breathe into your curves. Come back to that moment of softening, though, that moment of ease, right? One of our beautiful teachings is that in order to live this vibrant life, we need both effort and ease as part of our day. You already have the effort, right? This is where you get to really lean into the ease of it. Let your breath be that beautiful anchor for your awareness. The rest of your day is really there to think. This is your time of your day to feel, to be present with yourself. Absolutely nothing to rush in this moment. We got about 5 more breaths here. So in tune with your breathing that you might even notice the directional shift through your nostrils. Beautiful. Inhale, come through center. Bend both knees. Happy baby. So for this shape, lots of options to feel your system out. You can grab really anywhere from your thighs to your toes. Sometimes it feels great to have bent knees. Other times you straighten a leg and you pull it in for a few breaths and swap sides. You can rock or be still. Don't be afraid to play with these shapes. This is a good reminder that it's a beautiful place on your mat to move in a way that honors your current body and breath rather than moving out of habit. You just see what you need and you play there, you feel there. Next breath in, you pull your knees into your torso. Wrap your arms around your shins. Pull yourself in like a beautiful tight little yogi ball. Take another extra inhale there. Exhale, release your body all the way down to the ground. You take up the space that you need in this moment. And you let yourself land in this conscious pause. Take rest, friends. Savasana. Start to deepen your breathing. And go ahead and welcome back a little bit of movement. Something sweet and subtle. And as you're ready, we'll come together in a seated shape. Okay, but take your time to get there. If it feels nice to you, you're welcome to close your eyes. And let your hands land anywhere that's meaningful to you in this moment. Beautiful job, everybody. The light and the love within me honors, reflects, and adores the light and the love within each and every one of you. Take your practice with you, friends. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this 30-minute flow. We adore and appreciate you. My name is Lindsay. You can find more of me on the app, also on Instagram at Lindsay G. Payne. We hope you make it a great day. Namaste.